It's Friday. Masado. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to us to the number 96893. All right. So Payton's been talking about her rebranding, right? Rebranding her whole look. And as far as I can tell, because she's done something like this before in the past, but it doesn't last very long. So far, it's lasted. And I saw her in the kitchen. And I had a conversation with her in the kitchen, and I LOL'd out loud. Because, well, what happened, Payton? She's wearing a very nice outfit today. Did you guys see her outfit?
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, Nick was saying she looked like a teacher.
Okay. What do you think? What you would describe?
I think you look great, though.
But wait. You have a leather jacket on. You did not have the leather jacket on. I know, but you didn't have the leather jacket on when I saw you.
This is a tough room. Whenever you wear anything outside your normal routine wear, it becomes a whole
Hold on a minute. That's not fair. This is her bagging on herself. She did not have the leather jacket on when I saw her in the kitchen. And I said to her, wow, you look really nice today. And then she became the tough room on herself. What did you say?
I said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't like my outfit, and I feel like a black girl on a farm right now. I'm not here for it. I don't like my outfit. And then I tucked it in, and then I was like, oh, now I look like I'm a server. And then Nick's back there. She's like, oh, look at Miss Payton, Teacher Payton back there. And now I just want to crawl into a hole and not come out.
I kind of feel, though, with like the leather jacket, it completes the look.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
The look of the Western look?
No, I feel like it brings it like... Maybe like the white button-up / the darker jeans is giving you that feel, right?
I think that's what.
Because I don't think you usually wear darker jeans as much.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Would you take off the jacket?
I feel like the brown jacket like ties it into what your rebranded look is.
Now, when I saw her in the kitchen, she did not have the jacket on. She was dressed like that.
Hey, you still look really nice.
I thought that's what started. I go, boy, you look really nice.
Cute.
And then she said she looked like a black girl on a farm. But you're wearing tennis shoes, jeans, and a long sleeve white shirt.
That's adorable.
If you gave me cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, I would look like a cowboy.
If you gave Kyle cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, if you gave me cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, I would look like a cowboy. If we gave you a motorcycle helmet and leather boots, you'd look like a motorcycle girl.
No, I think it's cute. The little tennies.
That's what I was telling her.
It's like preppy chic, like going out for errands.
But my rebrand, and that's kind of what I was going for, Kyle. But my rebrand consists like this shirt needs to be probably 3 sizes bigger. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like, I'm looking for like the oversized, baggy, cute, chic.
Well,
I think
the jacket does that. The jacket does.
Who's in charge of your rebrand?
My friend Angel.
Did she pick out that clothes?
She would not approve this outfit.
Oh, I like it.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, and
She would approve my statement piece jacket.
listen. Only some offense, but don't be fashionably spun into the ground by Nick. He only wears Ninja Turtle clothes to work. Like he cannot be judging your fashion.
Nick just stood up in the back like, what? What?
But teacher is a great one, though.
Yeah, it's a funny line.
That's a good one.
Pretty damn good line.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I just said don't let it spin you in the ground, but it's a great line.
No, and like don't get me wrong. Like what Nick says to me, the majority of the time goes in through one ear, out the other. But it's the fact that like I already don't feel like good about myself. And he was like, he's like, we've been working together for like 4 years. I think this is the least confident I've ever seen you before. I was like, that is very true. So please be nice to me today.
I think you look great.
I do too.
I think every day this week you look like $1 million.
Let's go, Payton.
Thanks.
Like I can tell sometimes when you come in sweats and you're like, oh, and then you'll eventually say, I just got home 10 minutes before I came in here. So you can tell, oh yeah, Payton. But now that you've got this vibe going with you, and I think it looks great, keep it up.
And you're still getting up early. And
Can you still keep it going though? Can you keep it going?
I mean, I have accountability on my side.
Is this angel person going to like check in with you every once in a while or what?
Yeah, I'm seeing her today because we have to go shopping because I'm going to the Wicked play next weekend and I need an outfit.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? You said like last week you went thrifting? Mm-hmm. Is this part of the rebrand, thrifting?
Yeah.
So
totally.
how'd that go?
Thrifting went great. I actually was like very shocked how I was like, look at all these gems. And then what's that phrase where it's like, one man's trash is another man's treasure? I was like, this is so true. This is gold right here. So I got some cute stuff. And then we kind of decided, because I'm going for like a super kind of like oversized, sporty look. And so my jeans, like I have super thick thighs. So like jeans don't fit me normally. So we went and shopped in like the men's section and got jeans that are probably like 4 sizes too big. And then we just got a bunch of cute belts and then we tied it together and it's like giving everything it needs to. But I haven't washed them yet, so that's why I'm not wearing them yet.
I love, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with myself or with anybody about rebranding and just like things just kind of happen, like to openly discuss your purpose to purposely go out and rebrand and have a certain look is fascinating to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like an intentional
Yeah.
switching up of the look.
I
Yes.
love that.
Like
you
normally you just change your hair or something, or like,
right.
oh, I'm going to branch out and do something different with this outfit, but like it's a total rehaul.
Like you might go, oh, I can't wear those shoes anymore. They're not part of my look.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I already have like a trash bag in my room of all the stuff that I'm like going through my closet. I'm like, yeah, I would never wear that again, and I like throw it away. But I love the word that you used, Kyle, like intentional, because when Angel and I got together, that was the word that we used. We were like, we're gonna be intentional with this. And then even when it comes to like content creating, like say I posted on Instagram, like I would be intentional with that. It would be like, come with me while I rebrand my entire look. Like being very, very intentional with what I'm doing.
Are you going to show the stuff that you threw out and the stuff that you replaced it with on your Insta and all that?
Oh,
'Cause
no.
that could be cool.
I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I didn't think about doing
There's
that.
an Instagram account. There's an Instagram account that I'm a huge fan of, and I still look at it every day. It's called "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" And it was Kyle's outfits of the day. She would put them on there. It was great. It was
I've
great.
thought about like bringing that
You
back.
should.
But then I'm like, I don't really shop that much anymore. So I'm like, would it be boring? Like, here's my shirt from 7 years ago.
Well, I have those pictures.
I feel like that gives you a reason to go shopping.
But I wonder if you could post
I know.
Hey, what
Trying to budget more than
The
that.
Instagram account, "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" was based off Kyle's fashion and stuff. Maybe you could be a branch of that.
And apprentice.
But you're still on "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?"
Could it
So
be
we
like,
just-
what the heck you wearing?
No, it's still on "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" But it's like now it's featuring you for a while
Okay.
until Kyle gets back on TV, because that's what it was. You were going on TV all the time, so you're always wearing these outfits. We're like, wow, yes, Grant. Hold on.
I was going to say we should also, while we're talking about it, not forget "What the Scott Fisher Are You Wearing?"
Oh, yeah.
Which is the companion. It's her husband.
He made one like that?
No, I made one
Oh, you
called
did?
"What the Scott Fisher
Oh.
Are You Wearing?"
And
I mean, I've got like 3 or 4 posts on there. It's blown up, but
But now Rich, on the other hand, he was talking about that no one's recognized that you changed your look too.
Yeah, well, I got some new glasses, and Payton did not notice them, so I brought it up to her yesterday, and she's like, oh, yeah, those are great. I'm like, no, these are the same ones I've been wearing for years. The new ones, when I had them on, you didn't notice.
I
They were
noticed
the
had
ones with the yellow, right?
had
They were
yellow.
little Ferrari
Kyle
ones.
noticed.
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything. I'm sorry. I should have said something. New glasses? All right.
But now I can't find them. I lost them already, so.
no way.
I had them on yesterday.
No, I had them on the day before yesterday, but I couldn't find them yesterday. They're somewhere
no.
around
You know
here.
why you couldn't find them yesterday?
Why?
Because you were wearing them yesterday. I'm almost positive
No,
I
It
no.
saw
wasn't,
it.
because that was yesterday that he asked me if I saw his new glasses. And I told him, oh, I like those. Those are Nike. And he said, I wear these all the time. These aren't my new
I
glasses.
said I had the other one. The other ones
That
were the
was
day
yesterday.
before.
Oh.
I just have no idea
I'm
where they
sorry,
are.
Richie. I'll be more intentional when I look at you.
It's okay.
From here
I'm
on.
unrebranding. I'm debranding.
Could Angel work on Rich for a while?
I'm sure she'd love to rebrand the whole show. She would love that.
I'm sure we could probably all use it.
I have a wife
I
that tries to
think-
do that daily.
Honest to God, in my heart, true heart of hearts, between Rich, Kyle, you, Payton, I think the three of you are great dressers. I'm really a big fan of the way you dress.
Thank you.
For real. I
That's
thought
nice.
that for
I feel
years.
like you've got some pretty good style.
Oh, you're
too.
just trying to be nice because that's so Libra of you.
No, but you do. You do.
I don't.
You're very intentional about it.
Oh,
you're
intentional
branching out
slob.
from the. You're branching out from the black shirt and jeans lately.
It's true.
I know because I'm sick of that look.
Really? That
You're
look is
rebranding too.
ubiquitous. It's
I have
ubiquitous.
so
I
many
tell you.
black t-shirts. Anyway, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know, Kyle?
You probably saw the videos on social media. I know I did, of the SpaceX Starship rocket that kind of exploded a few minutes after it got launched into air. They said basically it was unmanned, so you don't have to worry about any injuries or anything like that. But the spacecraft lost altitude, several engines. It happened 9 minutes after it launched. And that's what they've been doing. They've been testing them. So sometimes the tests don't go well. People in Florida and islands of the Caribbean and the Atlantic reported seeing huge debris clouds, and those were what were posted online. It looked crazy.
It's amazingly spectacular, but that is supposed to be the most powerful rocket in the history of the world.
I
so
didn't
when it
see
blows
it.
up, it's going to blow up big.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I just know that a couple days ago, the story was that Jeff Bezos is sending all these people up in space. Right?
But I think the Jeff Bezos space flight is like the one that happened, the Blue Origin flight that happened last year, that he went up on.
Right.
They went to like the edge of space, like not
what I'm
actually
saying
fully
is that
into it.
they're blowing up,
Yeah.
and still.
I mean, maybe different spacecraft, I guess. I don't speak space engineer, but
Aircraft
yeah.
isn't having a good run right now anyway.
Right. So if you're wondering what is the best time of day to eat, science has looked at it and they have found that consuming the majority of your day's calories early may be the most beneficial for weight loss and better health. They say biorhythms play a really important role in how your body handles food. People who skip breakfast report feeling not satisfied by their food, being hungry between meals. They say eat a big breakfast, eat a small dinner, and never have late night snacks. That's what's going to benefit your body the best for weight loss.
I do all the opposite of that.
And look, your body fat's lower than ever.
Yeah, true.
Different strokes for different folks, right, guys? So this I found interesting because, January 1st started a whole new generation. As of 2025, all the babies born now are Generation Beta, right? Because it was Gen Z, then Gen Alpha, then Gen Beta. And the story that I read said, Gen Beta is already offended by the name Gen Beta. Gen Beta is like 3 months old at this point.
That's so Gen Beta.
That feels like something that would be
Doesn't
very
beta mean like testing?
Well, that's
It's in the beta phase?
Yes, but in the Gen Alpha / Gen Z slang words, beta is actually a slang word for someone who's passive or weak.
Oh,
so
God,
people who
really?
have these babies are like, I don't have a weak baby. Like, this is offensive. The people who make up the names are saying, listen, it's just that we're using the Greek alphabet. So we started with alpha, then beta would naturally come next. It didn't necessarily mean that this was going to be the weaker generation. Just
Well,
so
we
you know.
will see.
I know. Only time will tell.
How will those babies be in 20 years?
We shall see. But they do say something interesting about Gen Beta is like this is the first generation that will grow up not knowing the world without AI.
Oh, that's so
Well,
wild.
that's trippy.
Yeah. Because AI just exists already and they're just going to grow up in that technologically savvy world.
Well, okay, so if it's like Gen X, then Gen Z, so are millennials Gen Y?
No, I guess originally, and then they just changed it to millennial.
Millennial's
They
too hard to
skipped Y. Because why? I don't know why they did that. It's 3 things you need to know.
Horoscope time. 877-937-1047 to get your sign read. Payton, what is the vibe today?
Well, Kyle, you were just talking about eating and, the right ways, to stay healthy. Well, I'm going to tell you how each zodiac sign acts when they're hangry.
Ziamora, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I am a Taurus.
Okay, so for Taurus, if you are hangry, you are the food or death, no in between. If a Taurus says they are hungry, you have exactly 2.5 minutes to present a snack before they start questioning your entire friendship. They don't do well with waiting, and if food isn't on the way for a Taurus, they will get dramatic about it.
That is so true.
Thanks, Ziamora. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You too. Bye.
Haley.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, when you get hangry, you are the overreactor. Sagittarius, you're going to act like you are literally like dying if you don't get something in your system. Like, relax, you probably ate 3 hours ago, but you will make it everyone else's problem and start making impulsive, terrible food decisions just to stop suffering.
That is 100% true.
Thanks, Haley. Drive safe.
Thank you, bye.
What up, Maddox?
Hi, I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, Maddox.
How old are you, Maddox?
Dad.
How old?
Oh.
10.
Oh, okay.
Maddox is 10, and I'm going to tell you, Maddox, how you act when you get really hungry and then you get super angry about it. You're the person where you don't mean to get hangry, you just kind of forget, and then all of a sudden you're cranky and you're like, Mom, I need a snack now. Then you'll go ahead, you'll eat that snack, and then you're perfectly fine. You kind of just switch it up on us, Maddox.
That's me.
Sweet.
You better have all the snacks you want.
What's up, Shanae? The Gemini.
Hey, good morning. I was listening. I'm like, I act a complete fool when I'm hungry, but let's see.
Yeah, well, Geminis, you are like mood swings galore. A hangry Gemini is like 2 different people fighting for control. 1 minute, you're sweet and you're trying to hold it together, and the next, you're giving an attitude for absolutely no reason. Just get a snack in your mouth, and then they will be back to their usual chatty selves.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Thank you, guys.
Bye, Shanae. How about for Rich? It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, happy early birthday, Richie.
Thank you so kindly.
Yeah, when you get hangry, you're the whiny baby. Pisces, when you're hangry, it's pure suffering, and you're going to make it so dramatic. You're sighing, you're pouting, and you honestly might even cry. You're kind of like, why is life like this? Like, just go get a sandwich. It's fine.
I can't disagree with that at all.
How about Libras?
Libra Kyle, you are the indecisive nightmare. Hangry Libra is the worst person to ask, what do you want to eat? They don't know, and if they do know, they're probably about to pass out because they are so hungry. And by the time they finally decide that they're ready to eat, they're already on the verge of, like, you know, when your stomach like starts to grumble and it feels like it's eating itself. That's you. Just pick for a Libra when they're hangry.
It's true. We don't even know what we want when we're not that hungry.
Exactly.
So just throw something our way.
What about for you, for Leos?
Yeah, for Leos, we are the diva meltdown when we get hangry. Listen, Leos, we don't just get hangry, we get offended that food doesn't just magically appear in front of us. If we are hangry, you will hear about it, and the drama level is Oscar worthy. We need their meal like now, and we will definitely make a scene about it.
How about Virgo?
Virgo, John Jay, you are the silent judger. Virgo, you won't say you're hangry. You'll just start getting really picky and irritating. So, secondly, everything is annoying them, and they have notes on everything that you're doing. Just hand them a granola bar before they critique your entire existence.
Funny. I feel like I'm hangry all day.
Yeah, well, I mean, no one would dare hand you a granola bar because you would put it in that Yucca app and say, this is too unhealthy.
Yep.
All right, if we get to your sign there, I'll post on our website, johnjandrich.com. Good morning, Eric.
Yeah, John Jay, about your nose spray addiction. I know all about it. My wife's the same way. There was an episode of Yes Dear, a sitcom in the early 90s that dealt with this, and they put it to Who's Got the Hooch. So just wanted to let you know. You should watch that. It's pretty cool.
So how many seasons of Yes Dear are there?
I don't know, 7 or 8.
And how would I find this episode? Do you know off the top of your head?
I Googled it.
What was it?
I just Googled Yes Dear, Season 3, Episode 9.
Oh, Season 3, Episode 9. Okay. Who's the star of Yes Dear? Do you remember? I feel like I know it's that comedian. Is it right? He's a
Kirk.
comedian.
The guy who's in Kirk.
No. It was I can't remember his name.
I can't remember.
He's got dark hair. I feel like I know who it is. But anyway, thank you very much for that, Eric.
Anthony Clark.
Yep.
Anthony Clark. That's it.
Whoa.
That's it. Thanks, Eric. Drive safe.
What a deep pull that was.
I know. All right, stacks and hacks. I have stacks information. Rich has life hacks. Happy Employee Appreciation Day, you guys. Your boss probably won't be celebrating it. A poll found 19% of companies are actually doing something for their staff. Are they doing that here?
No, there's nobody here but us today.
Literally.
We're the only employees in the building.
Please step forward. By reaching 75% refinement on Sienna, you have earned for you and your fellow refiners a 5-minute music dance experience. You may choose one genre and one accessory. The maraca. Excellent choice.
That's Severance, you guys. Severance. For the
We
Severance.
need to do that.
Do the
5-minute music.
we do. The Wall Street Journal did a big story. Oh, we did that one already. Cal did that one. This weekend, spring forward, daylight savings time. Spring forward, jump backwards.
Fall back.
Fall back.
Because that happens in the fall.
But jump back is always a good move. Looks cool.
Yeah.
A poll asked if having a selfie on your lock screen was weird. Do you guys think it's weird?
Yes.
Yeah.
A selfie?
Or it can be, I guess it's all in the way you look at it. If it's like, if I lose my phone, then someone knows who this phone belongs to. Like if you're in a crowd of people and the phone goes away and it's like, okay, Peyton's holding up her phone. She's got it. It's like if her phone gets lost in a crowd of people, they're looking for her.
Where can I find this woman with a wedding dress looking a knife?
Shame.
I don't think Peyton has it for that
shame
reason.
I feel right now. I look at this and I'm like, dang girl, you look good. But when Kadeem saw this on my lock screen, he said that's the most conceited thing I think I've ever seen anybody ever do. And then he makes me change it. So anytime I go home, I just change it back.
68% of people say it's bizarre. Just letting you know. I guess there's these pants that are selling like crazy. They're over $400, and they are one-legged jeans. One leg is all the way through, and the other one is like a pair of shorts. One leg is a pair of shorts, and people are selling them.
I can't get with the trend yet. I mean, it's one of those that I'm not going to be hopping on, especially for $400.
If you got holes in your jeans, it's like, just the next step. Just removing one leg altogether.
I guess so. That's kind of the look that a lot of the WNBA players are having right now with like the one leg sleeve and then no
when they're
sleeve on
playing.
the other one. Yeah, when they're playing.
Yeah.
But like that looks cool, but like jeans?
Here, this is an influencer trying it on in front of her boyfriend.
As soon as I saw these, I knew I had to get my hands on them immediately. Why are you so nosy?
What are you talking about? Why is it missing the other leg?
It's not missing a leg. Wait, why am I actually obsessed?
It's cutting off your circulation.
Listen, you get the air flow here and you keep warm here.
What if it's cold?
All right, guys, let's style the whole outfit, maybe with some shades. A little too short for my preference.
They're $440.
Taylor Swift wears them, and I bet you half the world will too.
True. Well, like she had one of those, one of those costumes on her Eras tour, the Reputation part, where it was black and she had one long leg and one short leg.
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
The Vienna Vegetable Orchestra earned a world record by playing with food. It's the world's first orchestra to make music from vegetable instruments. They've performed 344 concerts over the last 27 years. This is all vegetables. It'll be the next Super Bowl.
Kind of cool,
I like
actually.
whatever made the little record scratch noises.
In sex news, men with high-quality swimmers live longer. Women who get it on at least once a week live longer. And a study found that apes regularly have makeup sex to resolve disagreements.
Aww.
Isn't that wild?
They got it right.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
There's a hack to remembering things. So follow me down this path because it's a little tricky, but you'll figure it out. So if you want to remember something, you shouldn't just try to remember it. You should write it down. Like we've all heard that, right? Like you make your list to write it down. So you're less likely to remember something if you don't write it down. You are least likely to remember something if you wrote it in red ink. So that's the most forgetful ink that you can write in. You are most likely to remember something that you've written in blue ink. So if you're going to make a list for work or a to-do list, try to have a blue pen. And this does not count for taking notes in your phone. Your brain works when you write it down on a piece of paper. Blue ink, that's how you remember the most. And I hope you remember that. But if you can't, it's at johnjaneRich.com.
John Jay and Rich. You shoot us a text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. I got a DM actually on my Instagram, and it's in reference to a video that Kyle and Payton made, which I love. It's the latest trend, the dancing trend from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, it's Tadachi's new song called Anxiety.
This DM from Sandra says, I finally understand the dynamic of this trend. You guys nailed it. I always saw it, but didn't get why the first person stops dancing. I get it now. No one I've watched does it like you did. It's awesome. I love it. You guys, Payton and Kyle did it. You can see it on John Jay and Rich on Instagram. Nice. It's like Payton's dancing, listening with music, with headphones on, and Kyle walks in the background like you don't know what's going on. She just starts dancing, and then she leaves. It's so small, and it's just a really, really good video. I think it's one of my favorite videos we've ever made. Nice job, you guys.
Thank you.
Well done.
Did it in one take.
Rich, said, did you guys hear that boom in the East Valley? And I just went on the air and said, if anyone heard the boom in the East Valley, call us. No one called. So it might have just been going on in your house.
Okay, well, I don't think it was just going in my house because
apparently no one called in.
Neighbors kind of gathered outside. You know how everybody, you ever hear that Dane Cook video or that comedy thing where he's like, I heard the thing and I came out of my house.
And I came outside.
That's exactly what happened yesterday. So I'm sitting actually prepping for the show and I feel, not just here, but this boom that shakes all the windows. And it's not like a shotgun or anything like that. It sounded like something exploded. So as I'm walking outside to see if I can see anything, all my neighbors start walking out and they all say the same thing. I was in the kitchen, I heard the boom, and I came out. I heard it. So as I look, the neighborhood sites post about what was that boom, but as I look to research on the news or anything like that, I can't find anything. So I don't know.
I think I might know what it is.
A transformer exploded somewhere? I have no idea.
It's kind of, in my house right now, there's something going on, and our whole house was shaking. It's doof, doof, and the dogs are barking. It was so loud. It's been 3 days of that happening. And it's the house behind our house in the alley is being torn down, and they have these huge, Tonka trucks, but they're not Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
They're real trucks.
Yeah.
And they're breaking the pool up. The water's out of the pool.
Oh,
and then I don't know what they're doing. I posted it on Instagram, but this giant tractor picks up this part of the pool, the concrete, lifts it up in the air and just drops it. And the boom vibrates through our whole house. So I went and I recorded it on my phone, but it doesn't make the same sound
it's wild.
as it does. Our walls shake, but when I was filming it, just dink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but in my house, boom, boom.
So I was on Facebook yesterday, and one of my mom Facebook groups had brought up that there was this boom, and I listened. I'm trying to find the video right now. I can't find it, but it was every 5 seconds, it was a massive boom, explosion, and no one could figure out what it was either. They were it literally sounds like sonic booms going off within 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
crazy.
So my relatives used to live in one of those fly zones where the airplanes would break the sonic boom, the sound barrier, and it would go just one time, and that's what it felt like. That's what it sounded like, what it felt like. But we don't live around one of those places where jets are doing that. I don't know what it was. So if anybody knows, let me know.
Yeah, dang, I'm so
curious.
mad. I can't find this video so I could show you guys.
What's up, Eric? Good morning.
Hey, John Jay.
Yo.
I've been listening for 7 years, since about like 2018. I texted in this morning, my favorite thing that happens on the show that hasn't happened in a while is you guys randomly insert in the, I met Gladys Knight, and then just end in the clip, no context.
I met Gladys Knight.
That clip right there?
That clip right there. Then you guys cut it off and move on like nothing happened.
What do you mean you haven't heard it in a while?
Well, I heard the full clip yesterday on the podcast, but not the little soundbite. I like that one the best.
You know why? What I think that is that what you're talking about, Eric, is me playing it by mistake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, I have on this machine over here, I play music, like a music bed, and I will hit a button called a loop, so it'll just loop the music. And sometimes it's looped, and it'll be
I met Gladys Knight when I worked in Dallas.
And I'm like, oh, God, I should have played that. And that's what I think has happened.
That's the best mistake ever.
And Eric thinks it's genius programming.
No, watch. All the shows now going to start copying us. That's going to happen somewhere. All right. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for listening. That's very nice of you to text in. Yeah. Thank you. That's so funny. Yep. Oh, man. So I saw on Kyle's social media that she went and got a little face love.
Yes, I did.
Because you were freaking out that things were moving on your face.
Normal. Okay. I've been getting Botox for a long time. Open about it. Don't care. I love it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but that's my thing. And I went to go see Jamie at the Comstock, and I was like, this is so weird, but I feel like I let it go longer than usual. Like normally when the Botox starts to wear off, I get terrible headaches, and I know, got to make my appointment. For some reason, that didn't happen, and it got all the way to the point where it's like the angry 11s are out, and they are like really angry. So I went in, got the Botox, and if you've ever gotten Botox before, sometimes like after you get it, you have little bumps where every little shot went in. Little bumps all over your forehead. And I posted it on my Instagram so you can see if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I had to go straight from my appointment to volunteer at my kid's school. And so, and I'm kind of there a lot, so the kids kind of like, they know, like, oh, you're Easton's mom. Oh, you're Addie's mom. And so I was helping out with the first grade class party, and one of the kids in Easton's class, he's looking at me, and I'm like, hey, buddy, you doing all right? He's like, did something happen to you? And I'm like, no, why? He's like, your forehead looks funny. And I was like, oh, medical procedure, don't worry about it. Go get some snacks. Go get some snacks. But it was wild because last night we're sitting in our living room, and Scott was sitting, like, me and the kids sitting on the couch, we're watching a movie, and Scott's like at like the table kind of like working on his computer, and he's like, get this, I just got a residual check. So my husband, if you don't know, he does voiceovers for like radio and TV, and every once in a while he gets like a really cool gig. Like I told you, he voiced the concert for the Jonas Brothers, right? Or Bruce Springsteen.
Green Day.
The whole
Green
tour.
Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole tour. And I was like, ooh, residual check. That sounds fancy. Like, that sounds very Hollywood. Like, for what? And he's like, well, last year he was hired to do a bit for the Jimmy Kimmel show.
That we are not in very good shape physically at all. But this is a tricky month for major corporations because nowadays you can't separate your business from an event like Pride Month, and you have to make a statement, which it has become obvious is easier for some companies than others.
At Bass Pro Shops, we know that the great outdoors is a place we can all share. Whether it be a camping trip with your kids or a fishing trip with your lover. It's time to hit the trail. This Pride Month, we're celebrating those who love the outdoors and members of the same sex. Hell, for all we know, there could be fish that are gay. I'm talking to you, rainbow trout.
So he did this bit for Jimmy Kimmel last year, June, Pride Month, right? And it just like went about his day. We got the check yesterday. You guys, check it out.
Let me see.
36 cents.
Oh my God.
36 whopping cents. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the check and I'm just laughing because it's like taxable 5 cents. The government took a nickel.
Wait a minute. You're looking at this all wrong. We can afford fish as our voice guy. Let's hire him.
I got 36 cents for a good bit.
I'm like, I think residuals. I'm thinking like, Friends, the residuals. They live off of their residuals.
So he makes those opens for all the games that we played for Kyle's games. Like, was it Pop 10, 36 cents. That's what you pay him. Here you go. Make me another one. I don't like that one.
I'm like, they literally spent more mailing that to you.
Oh, for sure.
Like, literally. The envelope, the paper, the printing of it, and the postage cost way more than 36 cents.
I wonder if it's weird for him because in that audio clip, he says his own name.
Fish.
Fish are gay. And he's kind of like, whoa, hey, man.
Chill.
I wonder, are you guys talking about the fish that swim or are you talking about me? Very cool. Wow, man, what a lucrative career.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, you guys, I'm going shopping later.
That's not even one drop of Botox. Not even a drop.
No, it's not.
We're going to get into why will we always remember you. But first, hello, Chris.
Hello, how are you?
Good. What's going down?
So I got a thing that bugs me. There are so many times when I'm like just getting into my car to go somewhere and to go to work or whatever, and I hear it's Monday and Junji's got a game for you or whatever day it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all excited because you're going to play one of your awesome games, and come to find out I'm at the very tail end of it and you've already played it.
Oh. Well, you know what? No, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead, and then I'll tell you.
Okay, so I've got a plan for you. So, and I've already tried it out. So at the end of the game, have Noah change some, add some more, and then at the end of the game, you can go, it's Monday, and Junji played a game with you.
Oh.
That's clever.
Closing it out.
Then it kind of closes it out, yeah.
Well, here's a couple of things wrong with that, is that one is Noah, when he first made it, he can't redo the music bed, so that's why we don't have a Monday one. We do it live. Remember how he couldn't redo the piano? But the beauty is, this wonderful company, iHeartMedia, takes our show and makes it a podcast, so you can go back and download John J. and Rich afterwards for free and listen to the game again.
I do, but I thought it would be fun to have you guys end it out.
No,
it's a good idea.
Can you recut one that says, and John J. played a game with you? Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Thanks. Christmas wish.
Christmas wish. It's our, I said afterwards, it's our On Demand. The show podcast, after it's over, is called John J. and Rich On Demand. By the way, #1 podcast in Phoenix. That blows my mind. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody here watch Survivor?
I do, because my wife, she's addicted.
So the other night on Survivor, one of the tribes was talking about their humble traits, things about their bodies that keep them humble. 877-937-1047. We're going to take that, and we want you to call us and tell us, why will we always remember you? Because here's what happened on Survivor.
So, fun fact, I have 4 nipples.
Oh, okay.
I got 4 nipples. All right. They don't look like it because they got removed when I was like 12 years old.
God gives everybody a humble trait.
Yeah.
So he gave me haggard toes.
Girl, those things look jacked up.
877-937-1047. Why will we always remember you? What am I missing here?
Oh, I was just telling you to look at your DM.
Oh, look at my DM on my Instagram?
No, like the ones that I send you when we're in the show and I'm trying to communicate to you about something so we don't have to have this conversation.
I think he's just figured out after all these years that you've been deep.
That's okay. So we want to know, why will we always remember you? Corey, good morning.
Good morning.
Why will we always remember you?
Well, I didn't realize this was about physical traits. Cause
it doesn't. It can be about anything.
On Facebook.
It can be about anything.
Well, there's a lot of things. I'm just an odd person. I painted my house pink and green.
Oh, that's awesome.
That fits perfectly for this.
Yeah. I also have like a fountain in my front yard that's like a bathtub into a pond. I joined the Army to be in the band. I play the flute. I run a dog grooming salon out of my basement.
Okay. So, like, if we ever meet you somewhere...
I'm just an odd person.
If we ever meet you somewhere, you can be like, hey, guys, I'm Corey. I'm the one who painted my house pink and green. Be like, oh, my God, yeah, that's right. Right?
Well, she joined the Army to play the flute,
That's
which is very...
She could also say, hi, remember me? I'm the one who joined the Army to play the flute.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Got it?
Well, if I ever meet you, I guess we'll find out if you remember me.
Well, you have to tell me. I'm not going to look at you and go, did you play the flute in the Army? I'll go, oh my God, Corey, yeah.
While I'm playing the flute in the Army, I mean, that's also a possibility.
Did the house paint turn out nice, like after you pinked and greened it? Is it lovely?
Sure, I could probably send you guys a picture.
I want to see what that looks like. That sounds cool.
Sounds like the perfect
I'm not
house
going to
for
announce my address on the radio, but I could probably send it to where you can Google Map it.
So right now, your house is pink and green?
Yeah.
And did your neighbors get upset? Or no HOA?
No, they were like, is this the Wicked screening?
No, they must love me because my daughter wanted to have a Halloween birthday party in the middle of February, and all my neighbors handed out candy for it. So
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you hear a story of somebody painted their house like purple and made the news because all the neighbors are complaining. That's great. You live in a great neighborhood.
No, I got cool neighbors.
Good. Well, thank you, Corey. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
877-937-1047. Why will we always remember you? It could be about anything. Auriela, good morning.
Good morning.
Why will we always remember you?
I'm infamous for my love of Diet Dr. Pepper.
I think there's quite a few people like that.
Our boss.
Well, I work for a major hospital system, and I work on the south end of town at an outpatient lab. And apparently people at the North Hospital even know about me and my Dr. Pepper.
How many would you say you consume in a day?
I don't like to disclose my can number.
Okay, fair enough.
It's private.
I appreciate you keeping some decorum.
I'd be judged so hard.
So, but I mean, to be a Dr. Pepper freak, is it Diet Dr. Pepper or normal Dr. Pepper?
Diet Dr. Pepper, if it's out of the can or the bottle. If it's out of the fountain, it has to be regular. It tastes different.
Yeah, and what about the zero sugar Dr. Pepper? Where does that fit in with you?
It's okay. I like the zero sugar blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Right on. Have you
I
been?
didn't like the regular.
Have you been to? I think it's in Paris, Texas, the Dr. Pepper plant.
Waco.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say it's in Waco, Texas.
I love Dr. Pepper too, so I'm with you.
Ariella, thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
877-937-1047. We want to know, why will we always remember you? Now, it started off someone asking about my game. I have a game ready to play if you guys want to play. So hopefully she's listening right now because she was like, I always catch the end of it, right? And no, maybe at the end of this, you can do it live. John Jay had a game for you.
It's Friday and John Jay's got a game for you.
This is a trivia test on grammar, your grammar, okay? I was workshopping it. I wasn't totally done with it, but because we started talking about these games, I thought I'd hit it up first. Okay. Rich, you tell me if this grammar is correct or incorrect. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That is incorrect, but it hits right.
It is incorrect. While widely used in informal speech, grammatically, it should be nobody has time for that. Ain't is a non-standard contraction. Payton, I can't get no satisfaction.
That is not correct grammar.
That is incorrect. It should be I can't get any satisfaction. The double negative, can't and no, cancel each other out. Kyle, to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. I would say that's correct.
That is correct. That is correct. Payton, she be acting all crazy when she don't get her coffee.
That's me. That is grammatically incorrect.
That is incorrect. Rich, bruh, I told you to stop texting her.
Huh. I think that is, if you put a comma in there, I think that is correct.
That is correct. And you're absolutely right. Wow.
I think bruh's in the dictionary.
Kyle, I ain't never seen nobody do it like that before.
Well, there's that ain't again, so that's grammatically incorrect.
Incorrect. Payton, you good?
I'm going to say, I think that's correct.
It is correct. It's a casual way to check in on someone.
Yeah, okay.
Rich, every little thing is going to be all right.
Every little thing is going to be all right. Correct.
It's incorrect.
Oh, it is? Why?
Bob Marley got it all wrong.
How?
Formerly, it should be every little thing is going to be all right. Gonna is informal speech.
Oh, the gonna.
Kyle, all that glitters is not gold.
All that glitters is not gold. Correct.
Correct. Payton, it wasn't me.
Shaggy is grammatically correct.
It is incorrect.
What? Correct.
In strict grammar rules, the correct phrasing should be, it wasn't I.
What a lame song that
We
was.
got Shaggy on the air. We got to tell him that.
You got to redo that. It wasn't I.
Kyle, that party last night was lit.
Correct.
Correct. Peyton, I'm trying to do the mall later. You down?
Trying to?
I'm trying to go to the mall later. You down?
I'm trying to go to the mall later is incorrect.
Incorrect. Rich, bet. I'll see you there.
Correct.
Correct. Kyle, oops, I did it again.
Correct.
Correct. Peyton, I got 99 problems, but a blank ain't one.
Correct.
Incorrect. It
What?
should be, I have 99 problems, but a blank isn't one.
Oh, you said bike? I thought you were just filtering yourself.
Yeah, he was. I think it was the ain't.
Oh.
It was the
Ain't one.
grammatically incorrect part.
Oh, okay, got you.
Kyle, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Correct.
Correct. Rich, we don't need no education.
Truer words have never been spoken, but that is incorrect.
Mm-hmm. That is what?
Incorrect.
That's incorrect. It should be, we don't need any education. Peyton, I will always love you.
I will always love you. That is correct.
Correct. Kyle, ain't no mountain high enough.
Incorrect.
It should be, there isn't a mountain high enough.
Boy, these songs would be so lame.
Peyton,
Correct.
live your best life.
Correct.
Correct. Kyle, I see nobody but you.
I see nobody but you. Correct.
That's incorrect. That's Selena Gomez. It should be, I see nobody except you. Or, I don't see anybody.
No.
That's my little game. Ready, Noah? Ready? That's my game, Noah.
Friday, and John Jay had a game for you.
Dong, dong.
Perfect.
Amber Rose went on Shannon Sharp's podcast. I watched the whole thing. It was pretty fascinating. She went down the road of Kanye from beginning to end and everything in between. But as you know, Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori, she dresses rather scantily clad. And Shannon kind of asked Amber her insight, having been in a relationship with Kanye for 2 years, what her take on all that was.
That she's dressing like that, or Kanye dressing her like
Kanye's for sure dressing her like that. Yeah, he did the same thing to me and Kim. This is who
Why-
he is.
why does it-
He wants other men to want his woman. That's what he's into. He likes that. He likes that men are like drooling over his woman. He wants everybody that when you walk in a room, that his girlfriend or wife is the most desirable in the room.
She the baddest bee in the room.
That's what he likes, yeah.
What I found interesting is she went into like the fact that, you know, the see-through dress that Bianca wore at the Grammys. So she had worn a dress similar to that with Kanye, and Kanye was like, this is fashion, you need to wear this. And she said she actually cried because she didn't want to wear it, because generally she's a more like conservative dresser. She didn't want to be dressing sexy.
Amber Rose is
Yeah, she's like, if you look at the pictures when I was dating Kanye, when I was with him, it was all pretty sexy clothes because that's what he wanted me to wear out in public. But when I was by myself, she's like, if there's pictures of me by myself, I'm in his clothes.
Oh, interesting, because wasn't Amber Rose like the start of the S Walk? Like after her and Kanye broke up, she would like, I'm pretty sure. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys remember that? I'm filtering myself, but like the S Walk is like basically like Amber Rose would get all these girls and they would go and walk and protest about like S shaming, basically.
Well, she's not saying she was like such a conservative, like whatever, but she didn't want to dress that sexy. She didn't want to be oogled at. And she admits she was a dancer before she met Kanye. He didn't know that apparently before he met her. He actually flew her out for a music video that she never actually ended up getting in. And he was like, he ended up telling her, please move here. And like, she left everything in her apartment. He bought her all new stuff, stuff like that. So she wasn't necessarily saying she's like prim and proper,
Gotcha.
but that he definitely influenced her in what she dressed because she didn't want to dress that revealing.
Let's get into Millie Bobby Brown. I thought this is so interesting.
It's so weird because
Right.
we know her as Millie Bobby Brown.
Mhm.
That's not really her name.
My middle name is Bonnie. It's
Millie
not-
Bobby Bonnie Brown?
No, it's no Bobby. It's Millie Bonnie Brown.
Really?
I've never told anyone that. You heard it here first.
Your middle name is Bonnie?
Yes.
But you just changed it to Bobby for
Giggles.
for your stage name?
Just because. So it's like, you could have kept, it still kind of has the same ring, Millie Bobby Brown.
It's real close.
It's actually really cute and I think fits her total vibe. Like Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi, stop. Like that's so cute. But also like anytime I say Millie Bobby Brown, I somehow always forget the Millie and I always say Bobby Brown. And I feel like Millie Bobby Brown and Bobby Brown should not be in the same category. And I think she may have messed up with that.
You think someone would have said, there's two other Bobby Brown. There's Bobby Brown, the makeup person, right? And then there's Bobby Brown, the singer. It's like, why don't you stay with Bonnie?
Yeah.
But whoever didn't tell her that's a genius. Because she's a huge star.